What's your reactions after that? You did well to come back into the game, but obviously couldn't quite finish the job, and they ran away with it a little bit in the end.
Yeah, look, disappointing. The first half was really poor. Credit to the boys; they certainly came out. Third quarter, played well, and got back to within a kick, I think, in the last quarter, and then fell away. So disappointing.
Dell kicked a few in a row and got you back into the game. You had all the momentum at that point. Did you think you were capable of going on with it?
Yeah, look, I thought we played so poorly in the first half, and we're still only 4 kicks, I think, in the game. So we still felt and had the confidence that if we had actually start to compete and to play, that we were a chance to come back. And yeah, we did that, got within a kick, but couldn't go on with it.
I guess sometimes when you kick straight, it keeps you in a game where otherwise you might not stay in it. So sometimes, that kicking for goal can make such a big difference.
Yeah, I thought we certainly generated shots in better spots today, and probably easier spots to kick and kick straight, which was pleasing. But we certainly probably didn't generate what we had 12 shots, I think, from 43 or 4 inside 50s, which is probably not good enough anyway.
A couple of times similar things happen where in a day where it's been tough conditions, Peel's probably bigger bodies through the middle maybe have been the difference. Was that a sort of an issue again today?
I certainly think they had more depth going through there than we did, and more consistent contributors, no doubt. So that was a big say in the game.
Callum Archie had such a big debut, but this is probably his best all-round game. He worked so hard and actually picked up quite a bit of the ball and had a really good impact sort of for the four quarters.
Yeah, look, he's played his part in all the games. There's been a couple where probably been tough for him playing forward, and we didn't generate much ball. But certainly in the games where we've pushed him into the midfield, which we did today, he showed he can play inside, outside, mid. Beautiful kick and good decision maker. So his pressure was good. He tackled and hit up. So yeah, no, he was good.
A few other young players stepping up. You're giving them chances, and they're taking them.
Yeah, well, look, we can either keep going with the ones we've tried before, or give the young guys an opportunity. So Callum's been really good. Matty Arsu's been pretty good. Dragovic, Branchy, they've certainly come in and certainly played their part. So there's a couple more in the twos that putting their hand up. So we'll see what happens the next couple of weeks.
Josh Branch is an interesting one. He's come from a basketball background and is probably still learning the game. But do you see enough in him to suggest he could be a really top quality ruckman at this level?
Yeah, look, I think he's probably got some tools that clubs at a higher level, AFL level, will probably look at. His mobility and agility and height and ability to run are pretty good. So I think you saw today that he showed that he can go and play forward and give you a real good target too and give you something different. So look, he's had a pretty good second half of the year.
Josh Pullman's finishing the year pretty strongly, and he's grabbing his chances now. He's not getting a lot of opportunities, but when he is, he's now taking them. Is he someone that you would like to be able to build your forward line around, or do you still think you need some help in that area?
Oh, look, I think he still needs some help, but look, he's a great character. Works hard, does everything right, prepares well, and generally plays well. So, look, he was really good today. Kept us in it early, kicked some good goals, which was good.
Ben Saunders kicked 5 in the reserves. Do you bring him back for the last 2 games after the bye?
Have to have a look and see what his output probably was. They won by, I think it was 21 goals to 2, so we'll have to have a look because the last thing we want to do is bring him back and he breaks down early. Yeah.
Could it be an option he stays in the reserves then and then gets ready for the finals there and might make the reserves even tougher to beat come finals time if he's there at full forward?
Yeah, look, I don't know. We'll do what's best for the team. So if he can't come in and contribute for a full game, then he'll have to still bide his time. But we'll have to have a look at that over the bye.
A lot of other guys in the reserves, obviously, when they win by so much, the numbers can look good, but James Lorino is one that's been banging down the door for quite some time. Is there a couple of guys like him and some of the other young guys that might get a chance over the last two games?
Yeah, look, certainly Jim Lorino was really close. Tim Stewart was close. Cade Stewart was close. Look, there's a fair few young guys that have been in pretty consistent form, so some of them, their form's going to be pretty hard to ignore. Yep.
The bye now and then the last 2 games of the year, what's your plan over the next week, and then how do you approach the last 2 games against 2 teams that are going to play finals?
Oh, look, early on we'll be all about getting the bodies right. We'll train pretty hard late in the week and then have the weekend off and then come back for a red-hot crack at the last 2.
Do you look forward to the challenge of taking on West Perth and Peel now in the last 2 games? They'll both play finals just to try and show something pretty impressive in those last 2 games?
I think, as I said to the group, it's more about us, playing and displaying how we want to play in some good form, regardless of what goes on at the end of the year. The last couple of weeks, we played okay at times. We're pretty good against Subi, but the other two we've been pretty poor. So we're going to get back on track ourselves. Yep, no worries.